Number 13. Kanye West and Pete Davidson. The latest beef on everyone's mind and social media feeds kicks off the list. It all started last year on hit TV show Saturday Night Live when Pete Davidson met Kanye's ex-wife Kim Kardashian. The Kardashians have a long history of holding the spotlight, but this story may take the cake. A leaked paparazzi photo soon got out of the two dining in Long Island. It sparked romance rumors, which turned out to be real, sending fans and Kanye into a craze. But as the growing romance blossomed, West made it apparent he did not support the two, claiming Kim was still his wife, and things rapidly grew tense. The Donda rapper has done everything, from nicknaming Davidson as Skeet to creating a scary music video where he pretends to decapitate the man, and any and everything in between. Davidson has been largely silent in response, possibly at the request of Kim, at least until recently. On Instagram a few days ago, West shared some messages he got from Davidson. The post was soon taken down, but screenshots of their angry text chats remain online. To sum up the messages, Pete told Kanye that he needs to relax when it comes to Kim. He told the rapper that his recent behavior was starting to get out of hand and that Kim didn't deserve to be treated that way. Pete wrote, "Kim is literally the best mother I've ever met. What she does for those kids is amazing, and you are so effing lucky that she's your kid's mom." Pete then put his foot down, saying he would no longer take the hate from Kanye. In response, West asked Pete where he is right now, and he definitely didn't like the response he got. Davidson replied with a shirtless photo of himself laying down, saying he was in your wife's bed. From there on, the conversation took a turn for the worse. West said, "Happy to see you're out of the hospital and rehab." The comedian fired back, saying rehab and treatment centers actually helped a lot and could do Kanye some good. Surprisingly, Pete tried to be amicable in his next message, saying they could meet up and talk as long as Kanye stopped harassing him and Kim. West turned down the offer to meet and told Davidson he could meet him at his Sunday service instead. The offer was quickly rejected by the comedian, who told Kanye he didn't want this feud to be so public. The press attention wasn't doing anyone favors, especially Kanye. After Davidson stated that he tried to help the rapper keep up his reputation behind the scenes, their chat quickly came to an end. "You have no idea how nice I've been to you despite your actions towards me," Davidson wrote. He goes on to say how he's convinced SNL not to do any skits or jokes bad-mouthing Kanye or the situation for months now. Pete even said he's stopped fellow comedians from doing stand-up bits about the rapper in their shows. Pete seems genuinely mature in this situation, saying, "I don't want the father of my girl's kids to look bad out there." To end the conversation, Pete said, "I have your back even though you treat me like shit, because I want everything to be smooth. But if you continue to press me like you have for the past 6 months, I'm going to stop being nice," he concluded. The divorce of Kardashian and West has sparked many open discussions about domestic violence, co-parenting, and how private tragedies can quickly become public spectacles when celebrities are involved. Despite some demands for privacy, details of the subject are still being discussed on social media for millions to see. Number 12. EMINEM and Machine Gun Kelly. In recent years, EMINEM has been the target of more than a few diss tracks. The most recent of them was released in December 2019 by Nick Cannon, known for hosting America's Got Talent for a few years and other shows like Wild 'N Out. M hasn't responded to any of the tracks, perhaps because he doesn't think Cannon is worth the effort. But he did find time for Machine Gun Kelly, who infamously released Rap Devil back in September 2018. EMINEM retaliated to Kelly with Kill Shot, one of the most ferocious and well-known diss tracks ever made. It effectively buried Kelly in the public eye, and EMINEM was unanimously declared the winner of the rap duel. They still appear to be feuding even today, as M branded Kelly a nasty name at a live show in Brisbane back in 2019, and even mentions Kelly in his 2020 song Unaccommodating. Number 11. Lana Del Rey and Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks is an American rapper known for her numerous feuds. But in October 2018, she was involved in a heated social media spat with Lana Del Rey that the internet wouldn't soon forget. It all started when Del Rey blasted Kanye West for wearing a MAGA, Make America Great Again hat and tweeting support for President Donald Trump. Banks, for her part, dubbed Del Rey a hypocrite for collaborating with artists like A$AP Rocky, who had been accused of assaulting women, sparking a Twitter battle between the two female artists. It started to get out of hand and threats of physical violence followed, as well as claims of plastic surgery. Del Rey said that Banks' psych medication wasn't working right, while AZEALIA threatened to sue her for defamation. It was very messy, very catty, as well as very entertaining for those of us at home. Number 10. Lady Gaga and Madonna. The Madonna-Gaga battle has lasted over a decade. Starting with Gaga's 2011 hit release of Born This Way, Madonna's fans spotted the song's resemblance to Express Yourself, and Madonna herself even believed Gaga had plagiarized the song. But no legal action seemed to take place. While the two artists exchanged words in the press a few times over the next couple years, the dispute remained largely quiet until 2018, when Gaga supposedly plagiarized Madonna once again. Gaga said something that sounded awfully similar to something Madonna said in 1989 while promoting A Star Is Born, and Madonna was quick to notice the mistake. Thankfully, the feud appears to have died down since the two were seen acting friendly during Madonna's Oscars after-party in 2019. Number 9. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. The feud between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B began 5 years ago in the summer of 2017. When Minaj allegedly criticized Cardi B and her husband in songs like Swish Swish and No Flag. Others, on the other hand, believed that fans and gossip websites were exaggerating the so-called drama and blowing it way out of proportion. When Minaj congratulated Cardi B on her #1 single, Bodak Yellow, it appeared like this was confirmed to be true. But again, in August 2018, things heated up when Minaj allegedly blocked Cardi on Twitter. The feud came to a head when the two were filmed getting physical in an argument the next month. Cardi claims that Minaj slammed and belittled her parenting methods, while Minaj simply said, "Get this woman some effing help." Sounds like they both might need some help if you ask us. Who are your favorite celebrities? Let us know in the comments down below. If you like the video so far, be sure to subscribe to see more awesome content. Number 8. Solange and Jay-Z. Let's talk about Solange and Jay-Z now if you want to talk about some real violent altercations. In 2014, the iconic throwdown took place at an after-party for the prestigious Met Gala. When security camera footage of Solange going absolutely crazy on Jay-Z went viral, everyone speculated about what could have possibly provoked the altercation. The families, on the other hand, kept matters very close and private, issuing a joint statement indicating they had talked about it and worked through it. Jay-Z even verified this in an interview with Elliott Wilson and Brian Miller, saying, quote, "We've had one argument, we've been cool both before and after." Although some allegations range from PR stunts to Jay-Z cheating on Beyonce, the reason for the confrontation remains unknown, and it could stay that way forever. Number 7. Dwayne Johnson and Vin Diesel. If you think incredibly macho dudes aren't involved in petty drama, you'd be dead wrong. The so-called candy-ass dispute started when Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson shared a cryptic and ambiguous Instagram post that spoke of chicken shit and candy-ass male co-stars. Aside from the obvious signs of a poor attitude and a habit of being late, the details were sparse as to who the post could be referring to. But it quickly became evident he was talking about Vin Diesel when, in another Instagram post celebrating the wrap of their film, The Rock thanked nearly everyone in the cast and crew but made no mention of Vin Diesel despite him being a co-star. The actors declined to shoot The Fate of the Furious together due to their beef. Their only shared scene was produced with some clever editing tricks. Thankfully, it appears the two have moved on from whatever was bothering them, with Johnson even referring to Diesel as a brother in more recent Instagram videos. After all, feuds like this are what real family is all about. Number 6. Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj. The creators of American Idol knew exactly what they were doing with this brilliant casting choice. The conflict between Carey and Minaj lasted throughout the whole 12th season of the show, with both candidates and spectators aware of their fierce, ongoing feud. Minaj was even accused of physically threatening Carey to shoot her, although Minaj has since refuted the claims. Regardless, it was evident that the two had a tense relationship. Carey later expressed her dissatisfaction with the rapper, saying, "It was like going to work every day in hell with Satan," implying that she clearly didn't enjoy her time. And if that's how she felt, we don't blame her. Number 5. Katy Perry and Taylor Swift. When Katy Perry hired some of Taylor Swift's backup dancers for her Prism tour, the feud between them started. Swift took this as a big offense, telling Rolling Stone that Katy did something so bad they became straight-up enemies. Swift claims Perry's decision compromised her entire arena tour and made things more difficult than they had to be. Bad Blood was also released as a supposed thinly veiled attack against Perry. Perry's reaction is reported to be a tweet comparing Swift to Regina George from the Mean Girls, as well as a diss track of her own when Swish Swish came out. Perry and Swift's feud came to an end in 2018 when Katy extended a literal olive branch. She gratefully received the offer. Perry later appeared in Swift's video for "You Need to Calm Down," an obvious sign of their reconciliation. Who knew backup dancers could cause so much hostility and drama? Number 4. Taylor Swift, Kanye West, and Kim Kardashian. I'm really happy for you. I'ma let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time. Pretty much everyone has heard these famous words when Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift back in 2009 at an award show, igniting a conflict that is still going on today. Taylor penned a heartfelt song for the rapper back then called Innocent, and the two seem to have made amends. But they were back at it in 2016 when West released Famous, a song that includes the phrase "I made that bitch famous" in reference to Swift. Sounds like Kanye was once again starting conflict in unnecessary areas. West said Swift was aware of the line, which she refuted. This prompted Kim Kardashian to leak a tape in which Kanye supposedly talked to Swift about the song and its lyrics. But despite the fact that the precise line is never stated in the video, Swift was branded a liar and a snake on social media. It's a long-running dispute that doesn't appear to be going away anytime soon, especially with Kanye's recent scandals. Number 3. Justin Bieber and Orlando Bloom. A brawl broke out in a bar between two men over a woman. In many clubs, this would appear to be just a regular Saturday night. But it's a feud too spicy to ignore when it includes two stars. While there's a lot of speculation about how this fight began, one claim says Justin Bieber mocked Orlando Bloom with a remark saying he hooked up with Bloom's wife in 2012. Miranda Kerr was married to Orlando Bloom at the time, and there were rumors Bieber was close to her. So this obviously would have agitated the actor. Orlando appeared to have thrown a punch at Bieber in Ibiza according to video footage. Justin then ducked and his bodyguard deflected the punch before it made contact. To add to the fire's fuel, Justin's on-again off-again girlfriend, Selena Gomez, was later linked with Bloom. Talk about a roller coaster. Number 2. Michael Bay and Megan Fox. In past interviews, Megan Fox is said to have compared filmmaker Michael Bay, with whom she collaborated with on the first Transformers movie, to Hitler and Napoleon, and that he was unbearably awkward. Bay told GQ that industry heavyweights like Steven Spielberg were aware of her remarks and even pushed for her dismissal in the industry. Bay also threw in a few jabs of his own, claiming that Fox needed to grow up. As a result, Fox's character was cut from the third installment of the Transformers franchise. While working on the 2014 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the pair allegedly patched things up though. But their dispute lasted several years, with Bay claiming the remarks were simply Megan being Megan. Number 1. Jay Leno and David Letterman. This pick fought its way to our final slot and was a feud dubbed the Late Night Wars. While these two men were previously friends, it appears the bad blood began to flow once Jay Leno was set to host The Tonight Show after Johnny Carson retired. Not only did David Letterman want the show, but most people thought he would get it. As a result, Letterman moved from NBC to CBS to host The Late Show. And so started the Late Night Wars, as he and Leno competed for viewers during their respective time slots for the next 2 decades. Letterman even called Leno insecure at one time, and when he finally stepped down as host, Leno declined the opportunity to send the show off. He then later said in 2017, "The idea that there was a huge rift between me and Dave? Yeah, of course there was, and our shows were very competitive. But it doesn't mean you don't respect each other." That last statement might sum up Hollywood in a nutshell. Thanks for watching. So, which feud did you find the craziest? Let us know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit subscribe for more. See you next time on The Bad Badger.